cattle failed me. They didn't show up. I turned around and went back. I just went running before I turned it on to check, and they never did come. So what we're going to do is listen to some birdies, and this is a different cool angle, and I'm hoping it's gonna, I'm gonna go back to where I was. Man, I had to set it well. I had to go move it. Oh well. What did I do wrong? Hey guys, sorry, I'm just trying to reset this. The title has changed a bit because the cattle turned around and disappointed. And I went and shifted. Oh, we do get to do view or zoom. So let's do it this way then. I'm just gonna hold the camera a bit and go like this. We get to have a good time listening to the birds. And I will try to move the camera a little bit. Get us a couple of different angle shots. Whoops. That's excitement for us. Looks like my channel, I don't know, I got a bad feeling it's going downhill. And I'm just not, there's something missing for me. And it's not necessarily about you guys. Don't feel bad about not sending me money or something like that. To this right or to this right? So let me go back over here because we can explore a lot anyways, right? And I'll just try to give us a few stops here and there. So hopefully, because TV's kind of backwards to the camera or something at times. But as I was saying, we need to get some music in the background there. I don't know if you hear it, but it's Scottish bags. Is that the rate you were talking about in there? Down off of that corner there, more to the right here, I got to see one give me some body shape and stuff walking in there, and I got 2 glimpses of them, so I was pretty happy. I like to get 3 before I can go with my super positive, because they were only glimpses. Thanks for putting that out there, only you know. Appreciate that. People got to start getting that kind of knowledge and realize that I could do all the zooming in the world and really do a lot of work for them. And right there you're happy with? And it doesn't mean they're going to get the answers they want to see. I think we people who, the camera just did a good blink out there a couple of times. Those are good signs, aren't they? Means it's trying to do adjust. Maybe it's because of a couple of bugs. Maybe because of other reasons, but it's like the camera's trying to adjust. Just swooping the area a little bit, because in reality, what we're looking at is there's a lot all over in there. We're just coming with a real different angle this time. And the live thing and stuff. And I think what you're liking is the middle is that nice dark tree there. Even up there, you might be able to see a little bit of hides up in, because what they're doing right now looks like near the bottom they're doing piles, right? Maybe in the middle, because of the darkness there, they might be doing a totem pole too. A lot of reaction of the camera. Do different lightings like this. You gotta remember not to give too much of the bright lighting in the background. Thanks, Stephanie. I also find it very interesting. Very passionate about my findings also. And I don't see anybody talking the same findings as me. So that either makes it a peculiar story that's leaning towards correctness, or I'm just that peculiar of a guy that obviously shows a lot of connection through a lot of my video work, and my verbal part of it, of my theories and stuff, would really have to be out at lunch. And that would be the peculiar part, is not so much what you're getting to see for your eye candy. That you guys get to live with and understand, and you're going to figure out what you want to figure out. You're probably realizing this is filling up this corner a little bit more. And while you're figuring it out, try to listen to my words. Try not to think of things that you knew or have heard of, because it's very, very likely you haven't heard much what I say. Thank you. That was Stephanie, I think, again. They're saying that I think she might have said she loves watching the... Sorry about my wiggling. I'm just kind of... Here, let me go for a better position here. One of my worries is I always forget where the microphones are, you know, and your fingers are all over. I didn't go and bother and walk the, I don't know, about 50 feet to get a stand, because I wasn't supposed to do this. I was planning on just walking away and letting you guys have some YouTube time with it. So I'm not trying to shoot up very high, because I got too much stuff in front of me. I mean, I could relocate. And so on and so forth. So now we're coming into that spot that we really like there. Kind of a hot spot there. And now we'll be able to see comparisons. And if we really think about what the sun has done here, the sun hasn't done much. Another thing I'm going to say is, the camera seem to be doing a little bit more adjusting over here? Although it could be because of that background. Sorry about the shaking, guys. Do a bit of a steadier hand. Okay, now I'm going to do a little bit of light changing by bringing the camera up some. You guys like a wider zoom? Is your picture quality pretty good? How about if I try to adjust this for a little bit wider of a zoom? Let's do a whole hand changement here. There we go. This might be a better, whoops. Try that again. Right there. I think they might be a little bit wider. Sorry, the way I'm holding right now, I'm not seeing the words. So I'm going to go, whoops. I'm going to try to do this. Thought I'd just go for a crazy move and do that. What if I do this and see if I can get my best sitting of this dang camera? I'm sorry, but I will get upset. And then I'm going to go for a little bit of a walk to my car and get myself a drink. And we'll see if anybody will give us some shine because of that. I'm trying to keep, you guys see what I'm doing, don't you? Other than being bothersome, I'm trying to give us something really worthy of looking at. Okay, let's do this. Oops. Why am I? Oh, there, I'm going the right way now. I'm going to do this. I don't have to worry about that spot all the time. I'll show you guys this side of my camp, which is sad situations. Actually, I'll show you right here. If you look right back into that deep corner there, you can see them hanging out in there. We'll come this way and you'll get to see more. You can hear them right now. See them right in there? We'll slow at them. Dang right, I better be live. Sorry guys, that was a bit of a bummer losing you. But it's for a worthy cause, and then I came over here thinking, okay, I'm gonna just try to quickly find a better spot to set my camera. To set something behind it here to help it hold still. Why I ran to my car. I think I'm feeling a little bit on that, so let's just do this instead. I couldn't zoom the best, closest yet. Changes up a bit here. No, I want to use something that's a little bit better of a support, so you guys don't pick up on my vibrating body. You say? I bet you guys are probably going, stop shaking. Or maybe that on your end of it, maybe it's that comfortable. You can hear them popping out a couple of barks right in front of us. I don't know if the camera's picking it up well. That it is. And it's directly coming from right around in here. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Thanks for realizing, I get by with the equipment that I get by with. I'm pushing, and I'd like to push harder. It's just that you may not realize this, but I feel like I come up pretty empty on the awareness this story needs. This doesn't need the adventure of, let's go look for Bigfoot and see if we can find a foot to cast and see if we see any structures. It's nothing to do with that. Are these guys into building structures and stuff and have footprints? Yeah, well, I guess so. It's just that my story is nothing to do with those little unique things that we've known for 50 years. There's probably about 10 of them. Mine goes on to say, improve ways for you to even do your own yard studies and find out if you think they might be farmers of Earth. And I tell you 100% to lightning strike me down now if I'm at all fabricating or insane to say this, but they are the farmers of Earth. When it comes to the trees, you will see. And once you connect the trees, you can start to see other things and add in a lot of stuff. And once you start hanging around the creeks and the rivers, and you see the different potent things that are being mixed up on different daily visits, and you see how the river really changes in the winter from no currents hardly, or no rising water hardly, or whatever. And you really get a full study by being out here every day doing it yourself. So take that to the bank. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go a little bit wider so it's not so zigzaggy for us. Whoops, sorry guys. There you go. Top of the post. Hmm. Somebody, because I can't, I'd be able to see. So give me a couple of thumbs up if you think that is a good enough zoom. Like, it just makes it easy. I don't have to hold it now. You guys can pick out stuff up along the top there, right? And it's given us a really wide. See, if I try adjusting it, then I'm going to go too into the grass, and I'm going to have to figure out I guess I could walk over to the next post, but in all reality, we started to zoom in and out, or started to lag on the Wi-Fi. So I'm just going to leave it like this. Nobody's responding, so I'm taking that as a good response. I might have heard somebody just now in front of me when I was kind of saying my stuff there. I'm up into 40 something deer here, 20 bear, in 4, 5, 6 months, just cutting through this corner here, using this field for grazing and stuff. And there's all the herding mentality and teachings that I do about how they're herded and such. So, oh, here, I'm going to show you guys this too. Here we go. So this is a rock I talked about on one of my videos, and I showed this and so on and so forth. And then I come back here, and I really didn't recall that. This might even be changed up a little bit. So take that into consideration if you at all recall the video I talked about. And this piece was lying over here. And I talk about how they're farmers of rocks also, how they're frackers, how you can see in this asphalt there, you see how you can see so much of the stone in it? And it's not because it's a 100-year-old road, or 50-year-old road, 20-year-old road. It isn't because of that stuff. There's the green machine. Japanese built that one. So this is where major light shows go on. They'll do the light shows in here hugely, and it's because way back there is truly a backdrop of Abbotsford and the Matsqui area, and Mission drops. So you don't get to see much of Mission. We're kind of just seeing a little bit of Mission right here, and maybe you can tell by some mountain stuff there, but you can just see it's just dropping. So we don't really get to see the lights of Mission. We have to get the ones for the bridge that's going across to Matsqui and so on and so forth, if you happen to understand the area here. Anyway, so that gives them the backdrop and the comfort of mixing in with those lights. And on this side here, they don't do it. But when Jay was here as a guest the other day, they were doing it a lot for him. And that was because, really, because he was a guest. Like, I was really taken by the show they put on for him. I was really surprised. And I also have a nephew that stopped by. But I know he was going to go off drinking and stuff that night, go home and have a few drinks. So I don't know if he ended up slamming enough beers that he forgot about it. But yeah, he even got to have a little bit of a testimony and light. And I'll show you with the camera here. Let's do that. So my regular spot where I'm just parked right now, but I camp right here. Right in that second little notch. I can drive down into that property there. I could actually drive in to some degree into this property. Not an issue. I can do what I want. It's just that part of the deal is keeping bums away from here, coming to bring their girls and dropping all their garbage and crap like that. So that's part of my, my payoff is to do that. So I enjoy parking there. I get all these views too and stuff. Anyways, the point is, yeah, me and the nephew hanging out exactly right there. And if you go as far as you can see through here, let me see if I can see anything. What are we seeing back there for, that's the Abbotsford backside of the, going into Abbotsford there or whatever. But anyways, like it would have been way out in the Matsqui Plains there, they did green, amber, and red light. And they did it a couple of times for him, and he had a big grin on his face, and he was, because he was really realizing that the distance he was seeing, the size of the light that was being projected for him to be able to visually pick up on was a decent size. It really wasn't like a street lamp, I don't know, 3 miles away as the crow flies or something like that, you know. And so, yeah, so, you know, whether he believes it or not, I don't care. I just know the real facts of that story there. Someday I'll bump into him again and I'll ask him about it if he remembers. Well, cattle aren't coming. 22 minutes. I'm looking forward to watching this too. Well, not tonight, it'll cost me money. No Wi-Fi here. Sorry for not really hitting your, seeing your messages, guys. Reading much and stuff, but she is what she is, and we all understand that. Let's go over and hit this corner a bit. Let me do this a little bit of surprise. I'll bring it down here. Really hoping the Wi-Fi's working out well from here. Makes this a really good study piece. Cheers, guys. Thanks for all your support. Don't forget to sub and share and do all that fancy stuff. Me signing off. Stack rocks on top of it. Yeah, so fair enough, everybody. Yeah, thanks for stopping in and all that. All around a beautiful little shot right there, right?